New book, new Kong. King Kong, the 2005 novelization by Christopher Golden. I won't be doing a paper versus picture for this because of how similar it is to the movie, but there will be some comparisons between film and book in this review. The plot. The year is 1933. The Great Depression is slowly choking the nation. Stores are out of business, people are bankrupt. The whole entire state has gotten needy. And Darrow, a down-on-her-luck performer, has the opportunity of a lifetime when a movie director, Carl Denham, spots her in the crowd. He offers fame, fortune, and the thrill of a lifetime. With Jack Driscoll on board the venture and working on the script, it all seems too good to be true. After a long voyage, they reach their filming destination, Skull Island, a place thought to exist only in myth. There, natives worship a god of sorts from the trees, and is abducted after being put on an altar for a sacrifice to their god, their lord, their king. From there is a familiar story with more growth in every aspect. Now, much like the movie, there's a lot of character downtime, but it is not as meticulous as the film. It doesn't want to waste time showing pointless getting along scenes. The characters are developed to my liking. Jimmy and Hayes are probably my favorite side characters next to Lumpy and Choi. Lumpy in the original was a combination of Lumpy and Choi in the remake. Hayes is a new character. However, Jimmy was in the original novel, and was much more like Bruce Baxter's character in this story. Baxter is a coward, but he gets too much glory, and his ego makes him oblivious to his lack of commitment. Inglehorn is more statuesque and void of affection. He does care for his crew, but you can tell he selects favorites, and he really ends up despising Denham way more in this book than in the movie too. Denham, who is portrayed very well by Jack Black in the film, is even more despicable in the book. You get into his thoughts and come to realize that he has a tendency to ruin what he loves over doing what he enjoys. It's called prioritizing, bitch! Jack Driscoll is a much improved character. He is a complicated and sheltered man who displays his emotions in scripts, but not in real life. He is a writer with a passion, but emptiness. He also explains that all of the Driscolls were like that, his father and grandfather to be exact. So at least we get him trying to come out of his shell, unlike the original Driscoll who just claimed love after knowing Anne for like a day or two. Speaking of Anne Darrow, she is the strongest version of that character out of all the incarnations. She has to work to survive. She doesn't get quite as much time with Khan in the book. It doesn't make the story feel rushed. If anything, it helps the pacing. If I were to nitpick about something, it'd be that the ice gliding scene is not even featured in the book. I loved that scene in the movie because it gave Khan one last look at freedom, to feel at home again before, That was like the of Mice and Men equivalent to monster movies. So the characters are great, but what about Khan and the perils he faces? They're okay. Khan doesn't get that range of emotions that Andy Serkis provides in the movie. Also, a lot of the action sequences are toned way back. For example, the T-Rex fight scene ends rather quickly, and before I knew it was to come, it was over. There wasn't even a crazy vine-tweening scene in that part. The gore! I like that they give pretty much half of the sailors who died names, and a bit of personality before they were killed. Just thought I'd throw that out there. There is not much different in terms of gore, minus a scene with the T-Rex battle where Khan shoves a tree down one of their throats. A great homage to King Kong vs. Godzilla if I ever read one. The length! The movie is 3 hours, nearly 3.5, depending on which version you watch. And I have seen it a couple of times. This book was very engaging and went by quick. Its pacing was just right, even if the end was a bit rushed. It is not as good as the movie. It barely gave you time to breathe when the action started. Some scenes could have been longer, while the shortened ones did justice to the story. It is a great read, but it's not the best Kong book. Still, with great pacing, characters, action, and heart in mind, overall I give King Kong, the 2005 novelization by Chris Christopher Golden. A 4 out of 5. I was gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, but then I reconsidered. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.